Hi everybody, I'm Lisa and this is Crafting with Mimi. I'm going to use one of Dollar Tree's famous little cutting boards today for this project. I love it as is, but I'm just going to pull the tacks out and remove the front panel there. It's really easy to do, no problem, but once you take it off, it does damage the paper, so you can either turn it over, use the back, or replace it, and that's what I chose to do today. I found this scrapbook paper at Hobby Lobby, and all I'm going to do here is trace around the board and cut it out. I don't go all the way up the handle because I have something else in store for that. So this was super easy, just cut it out, and I used Mod Podge to attach it back to the board. And I always use my hands and my palm to smooth out the paper to get the wrinkles out. I don't have the fancy tools that you can get for that. So I use this French linen paint to paint the little panel. It did take a good 3 to 4 coats, drying them in between. I think I put some water in my paint because it was down to the bottom, so it was really thick. I think that's why it took so many layers. After that, after it was dry, I'm using Mod Podge to seal both of these pieces. And once they were dry, I just hot glued them together. I'm going to take this Dollar Tree wire wreath. It's the 8-inch, the smallest one. And just using some wire cutters and a little bit of elbow grease, I took out the middle ring. And when I take the middle ring out, I cut a slit in it so I could bead it up. These beads are from Amazon. They're all different sizes, and I do just 2 different sizes. Once I get it how I want it, I'm just gonna close the gap by hot gluing the 2 end beads together. And it worked great. You can't see it or anything, but even it doesn't matter because that's going to be covered up in a little while. Now I decided to stain the beads. All I did was take some chalkboard paint, black chalkboard paint, and a wet wipe. I put a little bit of paint on the end of the wet wipe and just started rubbing. I used just that little bit for the entire ring. And it was a little messy, but I don't mind that one bit. Sometimes you just got to get your hands messy, right? So I just went all around the beads, and it kind of makes it, look how dirty my hands are, but that's okay. It just makes it really rustic doing it this way. It's not covered up all the way. You could see the wood through it. Now I'm just centering it so I could put this little design that I made on my Cricut from Design Space. Hopefully it's on Design Space. You can go check it out. But this is such a cute little saying here. It says, "Give us this day our daily bread." And then the fork, spoon, and knife is in the middle. It's so cute. Love it. Hopefully it's still there. I did save it, so you could go check that out if you have a Cricut. Now I'm just going to take the ring and glue it right down to the middle of the board. I put a dot of glue at 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock on the beads, and that's going to be suffice. After that, I added a cute little bow that I had from my stash, and I separated the strands of some nautical rope and just wrapped it around the entire handle. I just applied some glue here and there wherever I thought I needed to. And then I go right through the hole as well, just wrapping through the hole. And it just makes it so pretty and different and really, really finishes it off nicely. I will tell you, when you separate jute like that, it is fuzzy. Fuzzy, fuzzy. It was everywhere. I had it all over my lap, but I didn't mind because the finished product is so pretty. But being as it's so fuzzy, you can leave it like that, but I just want it to have some fun and burn it. So much fun. This is kind of dangerous though. It can ignite and go up in flames in 1 second. So be ready to be blowing out fire. I loved it though. It was fun. And it really finishes it off very, very nicely. So just be careful with this part. Okay. Now I'm going to replace the tacks. Oh, nope. I'm going to put the handle in. It's just a loop I made with a knot. I'm going to slip that right through. Bam. All done. Now I have to replace the tacks. Now instead of using the tacks that it came with, I'm going to use upholstery nails or tacks. I'm just poking the holes where they were originally just so I can get these things back in there. Now these are way too long because they're upholstery tacks, so I'm just cutting them down shorter. It was very easy. I didn't struggle at all. I just one little pop and it was done. So I think that just finishes it off very nicely. And just as a final little touch, I'm adding some eucalyptus greenery with a tiny little floral just for a teensy weensy little pop of color. And it really just made it, I think. I love this project. It's so pretty, farmhousey, elegant, all in one. I hope you like this project as much as me. And if you do, consider sharing it with your friends. Be sure to stop by soon. I have more projects in mind that I think you'll love. And I appreciate you so much. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.